So, tell me something terrible.
Host.
I can't help
Now
it.
let's start.
Okay. Hi, I'm Tiffany.
Hi, I'm Scott.
And you are watching the official intro video of Tell Me Something Terrible, the podcast.
The podcast.
Mhm.
Where we came from.
Yes.
Not really.
So, do you want to discuss your backstory and why you decided? I guess I'll discuss my backstory first.
Go for it.
So,
We're married.
We are married.
That's all you need to know.
Yes.
No.
We, especially after the pandemic, have fused into the same human being. Close.
I got you by like 70 pounds. So
So I started listening to podcasts, I would say like 5 years ago.
Sure.
6 years ago. I had to drive to school, which is like an hour and 10 minutes away. And I had nothing better to do. And so I listened to NPR because I'm an old lady secretly. And then I found some podcasts and filled my time with that after listening to Harry Potter on audio.
CD.
For about 3 months.
Yeah.
And then I found podcasts. And so, yeah, I've been listening to like 5 years. Super into true crime. My mom handed me my first true crime book when I was about 12. And then she also got me into Stephen King. So and then like, gone through some trauma and all that like normal shit that like American teenagers, especially females, go through.
Mm-hmm.
And it's developed a nice dark humor coping mechanism.
Yep. And my introduction to podcasts was you, and the first one was My Favorite Murder.
Yeah.
MFM. We've seen them live.
We have.
I saw them live before ever hearing a single episode.
Nothing. He'd never listened to a single podcast of any type at all before.
I almost feel bad because I was there, and like it was sold out. So I was there.
They're used to it.
And but somebody who wasn't there probably wanted to be there more than I wanted to be there.
No, because like they always start all of their shows with like, this is my favorite murder. Also, we're not cheering about murder. Also, for all of the tag-alongs, go ahead and clap. So they're used to people being like scared into their world.
Yes. But then, but then obviously I was a fan of them. I've listened to, I can never catch up to any of her podcasts because they already are 400 episodes in, and I'm like, I'm at episode 14, or I think that one I got to like I almost got to 100, I feel like, on theirs. But then obviously, like, we both like the Dollop, and I feel like, and like Wine and Crime, and all those podcasts kind of help shape ours in a certain way.
I lied.
You lied.
I lied. The first time that I was ever introduced to podcast was after Jamie and I sat in our driveway at our second house.
Oh, and listen to the clip of the Dollop?
Yeah, a whole episode about Action Park.
Oh, yeah.
From the Dollop, which was like episode 70
I assumed
something.
it was going to be Todd.
Todd made her listen to that Dollop on the way down to Funfest.
Gotcha.
So that was my first expose, and I was like, this is hilarious. And then, like, of course, I feel like I have undiagnosed ADHD, so it got pushed to the forefront. And then I started listening to NPR because I'm an old lady, and then NPR was like, did you know that there's a...
Well, this is all Todd's fault.
There was like an app. It is.
Because Todd hired both of us.
He's the worst.
And he's a Patreon, and he married us.
He gave this speech at our wedding.
He was there when we got married.
Because your family is your family, we actually had a pastor.
Well, yeah.
A legit pastor, like, went to school and everything to our wedding.
Anyway, before you go off on, like,
a tangent.
She's like, yeah, this will be a couple minutes. It won't be a couple minutes.
It won't.
But, so then, we decided after, this was at the end of quarantine, though. I literally texted her, I screenshot it, too, because I was like, let's start a podcast. Let's call it Tell Me Something Terrible, and let's literally just have you tell me something terrible.
He literally, because that's all I do. Like, I listen to all these true crime podcasts. It's not just true crime podcasts.
So I don't listen to podcasts anymore, because she just tells me podcasts.
Yes.
So I don't have to. It's like Spark Notes. It's shortened versions of podcasts that are like usually a half-hour story, and I'm like, the podcast was like 40 minutes. I could have just listened to that.
Mm-mm.
So anyway, but we decided, I was like, let's just try it. All we have to do is buy mics, and then I have to learn how to edit and whatnot, and we've accomplished that, kind of.
He's smart. He can figure anything out.
But
he built me a whole spa. You'd think that he'd was like,
but
everybody's impressed, but it's really, he's just smart.
No, you can YouTube anything, which is exactly how we got the podcast. It's how you got this video. Like, literally, it's YouTube. Well, and other places. But yeah, so we decided to do it, and we've done it, and the response has been pretty positive.
Yeah, and when you, like, compare, because he's a crazy person and loves numbers, when you compare our trend so far, we're very above where, like, your typical starting podcast would be, unless you have a network where...
Yeah, and we have, like...
We're solely independently funded.
Well, and our goals are all based upon hitting, like, episode numbers, because we just want to keep going. We think we've been consistent, that's helped. But we waited to do this video for 25 episodes.
Not necessarily waited, but, like, it kind of dawned on me that we were just, like... Boom, Facebook page. Boom, Twitter. And it was never like...
We have a YouTube page that nobody subscribed. We haven't subscribed to our YouTube page yet. So that tells you where we're at on that. But so feel free to do that. We have the Eloise video. We have recorded all the bits and pieces and compiled all the stuff. So that'll actually be our first Where are you going?
I had to adjust. Yes, okay. I had to tuck a leg.
Not going to edit that. I'm going to edit this as little as possible. So yeah,
which is what we do during our podcast.
Very much so.
As little as possible.
Yeah, if someone doesn't spill a drink, it goes unedited, the whole thing. But yeah, so that's kind of where we came from and where we're going, and we're gonna keep trying to put out 2 episodes a week. And we appreciate the listens, the likes, the shares, the
Patreon subscriptions.
Ow, you just gouged my finger. We have an injury now.
Blood everywhere.
Yeah, and if you guys have like topics you want to hear, if you have
suggestions.
I can't stop moving. That's why we record a podcast where you can't see me. No. And we're in chairs that don't move. Down here, I'm in a chair that moves, and I touch and I shake, and yeah. But anyway, so if you have topic suggestions, drink suggestions,
like a Yukon Jack,
wine suggestions, but no, anything like that, feel free to message us or comment or tweet us or whatever. We are small enough where we hear and see everything. So just let us know. And maybe if it's a drink suggestion, that'd be my forte. If it's a topic suggestion, that'd be her. But yeah, we would like to hear from you guys. Be as active as you want. Our Facebook page is, it's
small.
It's small, but it's growing slowly. So yeah, thank you for all your support so far and following us on Facebook or Twitter or wherever. And yeah, we're going to try to put more stuff on YouTube, whether that's clips or full podcasts or whatever.
Yeah. And we're willing to take anybody's suggestions on how to do this better or be more entertaining. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, let us know. Reach out.
Yes, definitely. We're here to have fun.
And get a little too drunk on pineapple juice.
Look, I may finish that 5th of vodka. I don't know what you want from me.
Well, it wasn't a full 5th. It was already like, it was like a quarter of the whole thing. Yeah,
yes, yeah. It wasn't a whole.
Just a little context there. Yeah, she's not like gonna black out as soon as this video's done. No, it was 2 drinks. She's fine.
It's fine. Yeah. No, there was only a little bit left.
All right. So, anyway, she's gonna go drink some water, and
very much.
We have to record Friday's episode tomorrow night. So
we do. I have to write it still too.
This is how we live our lives. Look, anyway.
We're busy.
Yeah. We were doing really well, and now we're doing just fine.
Okay. That's not my fault. That's your job's fault. And the chaos that is your job.
I get out at the same time every day. Your schedule changes. Anyway, thank you for listening. Bye.
Bye. Congratulations for making it this far.
Oof, that was terrible.